Hey y'all, it is your girl Tara. How are you guys doing today? How are you guys doing on this Wednesday? I hope you guys are doing well. I am doing pretty decent. Today's video is going to be a little different video. I had planned on going over my summary for the past 2 weeks, but of course that's just kind of not how it's going. So sometimes you just have to make a video fit in where it is, right? So with that said, today we're actually going to do a haul video. And the haul video is going to kind of segue into like a goals video for 2026. I understand that it is like soon to be thinking about the future, and it's one of the things. It's kind of like, hey, let me kind of live day for day, which is true. It's true. At the same time, I just kind of want to also set myself up in advance for my savings goals. If it doesn't work out, it's okay. I'm still going to strive. But if it does, amen. So the first thing we're going to do is we are going to open this package here. So let me cut it open real quick. And I am seeing this with you for the first time, so let's just see. Wow, this is like double, triple, quadruple packaging. Okay, so of course that's the little invoice thing. If you know who this is, you know who this is. This is our girl. That is our girl Jasmine from Betty's and Budgets. Yes, it is. So this is a couple of videos ago. I told you guys that I had seen something. I actually looked at one of her videos, and in that video, oh, sorry guys, in that video, I had noticed something that I was like, oh man, I really want that. I thought it was neat. I'm gonna just make sure that you guys aren't too crooked. Every time I hit this thing, you guys end up crooked. Which maybe some of this, God, Lord, I hit you again. Oh my God, abusive, okay, much? Bless my heart, hold on guys. Okay, there we go. Anyway, so, yeah, I saw a video of hers and I was like, oh yeah, I gotta have that. Some of you might already have it, some of you may not. One of the things that I learned, or I have learned about myself, is that I favor long-term savings. Not short-term to build myself up to the long term like I see a lot of other people doing, but I rather just go ahead and designate in my budget a certain amount and then save that way for the long term. And so I saw that she had this book, y'all. Oh my God, this is nice. Oh, there we go with the quality, y'all. Oh my God, I probably should have had the orange thing up because my orange thing, my orange would have made it pop a little better. Y'all, you know what? Here's what I'm gonna do. Okay guys, I am back. So there we go. I did try to kind of clean this up a little bit. That's why I took it off, because y'all, I have been a bad housekeeper when it has come to this mat. But it makes it pop. There you go, guys. Grown folks-ish. That's what this is, grown folks-ish, okay? And it came with these little spinner dowels here that I know you put together here. And so let's go through this real quick. And the reason why I got this, I thought this would be a good little book to get so that I can save. I think the savings, it says, is about $10,000. So I thought that was nice. And it also has different sections that I can save for. And since next year we're selling the house, my goal for this is to help me just kind of save the money up as I go, and so that I can cover my cost of the house, and it doesn't necessarily, or the repairs for the house, and it doesn't necessarily come out of my my portion of the sale. In addition to that, anything else that's saved up in here, then my other thing is to go to furnish the house that I am going to purchase. So let's go ahead, let's take a look. I'm so excited. All right, this is nice. This is like, it feels like leather bound, leather pleather. It's really nice and thick. I mean, it's like a book. It's really nice. It really is. The quality is good that I see so far. Okay, so then you have the spinners here. It looks like there are 20 sections. And so this is 1 through 10. This is 11 through 20. And all I would do basically would be to take this and set up the spinner thing here. So let's go ahead, let's do that real quick. All right, so that's neat. So what it allows you to do is you can use a spinner to help you decide, hey, where am I going to save today? So it's, let's see, oh, and of course, oh, yes, all right, of course it's laminated with the sheets, and we're going to get through, okay? Anyway, so it says, welcome to the Adulting Savings Challenge book. Because growing up is ghetto, man, even when you're 51, guys. Anyway, nobody warned us that adulting comes with random expensive surprises, a divorce, new tires, broken phones, sky-high dentist bills, and all those things that somehow always hit at the worst times, a divorce. Anyway, that's why we created this book, to help you stay ahead of the unexpected while keeping your coins in check. It gives you a how to use the book, which, you know what, I'm most definitely going to go over that later, but it tells you how to use the book and why this works. Well, it keeps you motivated. Watching your progress makes saving fun, and it really does. It does. If you know, and you see me and I save into my 52 Fridays at the beginning of the year, when I'm just like on this page, it's like, on this page, it's like, but look where I am, y'all. We are now on week 29. It just makes me, that's why I like the long-term savings. I can see the progress. So I agree with her on that one. Okay, make saving realistic. Each section is designed with smaller, manageable amounts. And it is realistic. Realistic to me, as well as you can see it, you can touch it, and like she said, small savable amounts. But we all know sometimes Jasmine's savable amounts ain't some of the savable amounts that other people think, okay? Anyway, and it prepares you for life's curveballs. No more stressing when an unexpected bill pops up. True, I totally agree. That's why I love my long-term savings and having those long-term books available for me. All right, but this is about this haul. So, tired of those tires. That's the first one. All right, so you have it's $800 towards some tires now. Look, y'all, I'm gonna tell you, we all know that tires is probably more than $800 for some of us, but it's a good start. I think, like I said, with everything's a good start. And then you see this here, it's where you save your money in these 3 different pockets. And let me see, I have and this is, I think it's like V Denise Saves. She likes the long ones, so that's nice too. So it's not like some of the other challenges she has where you take and you fold it up. So that's nice. Now, like I said, this is most definitely Jasmine. Baddies and Budget. Her small amounts are different than those little small amounts of the savings challenges out here. Not to say that you couldn't, save up a $30, do a $30 savings challenge, save the $30, exchange your money out, $30, and then put it over here. So overall, it is doable, especially if you budget for it. Okay, flossing and financing. I'm assuming this is dentist. Yes, it is. It's dental. An extra $600 towards dental. Looks like each of these comes with, it has the little pocket there, like that. Check engine. Okay, I'm assuming this is for card. Yes, okay, so that's for card, so that's neat. So these bonuses, and then you just color in each slot the amount that you actually save, so that's neat. Looks like the highest amount on here is $75, and it just repeats. Yeah, 75 twice it looks like. So that's not bad, but there is some 10 on here. Doctor's orders, okay, And so doctor's orders are, let's see, Dr. Batty. So $750 towards your, you know, your co-pays, things like that. So that's neat. And we have 20/20 vision. Okay, so that's neat. I'm pretty sure, so this says $400, which, you know, these are all generous amounts, because I'm going to tell you, depending on your insurance, like for the 16-year-old, he wears glasses, and it was like $500-600 out of pocket, which I think a lot of that had to do with my husband, so, or my soon-to-be ex, but had to do with their dad. There you go, had to do with their dad. All right, new phone, who this? Ha, I like it. $1,100 towards a phone. But you know what, if you're thrifty, you're gonna buy something refurbished, but $1,100 is good. Okay, and so the next one is home goods, what's good? So of course, we know that's home decor. So that's $900. That's not bad. And I know somebody can be like, oh, well, that's not a lot. You know what you getting? $900, and then you put it in the bank, and then you save another $900. That's the thing that I like. This is plastic. This is laminated. You fill it in, and then you're gonna wipe it off and use it again. I love, love, love her books because they're so reusable. All right, so we have that. We've got food at home. We sure do, girl. That's a hat. That's old school Gen X. No, y'all tired of hearing it, but it's true. We got food at home. So $500 towards your food. And this, and also, well, no, it's not really a month ahead. It's just those soft, those little emergencies, it looks like, the little emergencies for, well, those emergencies that can occur for certain things. So that's not bad. All right, the soft life. Oh, this is cute. Okay, everybody needs self and mental care. It's not a luxury, it's a priority. That is it. This, to me, would be great. $600 you can save, and that would be part of your therapy bill. A lot of people need therapy. All right, crash course. What is crash course, y'all? What is that for? Okay, crash course, auto insurance. Okay, it can help you save towards the auto insurance. Now, granted, it's $500, and I'm telling you, stuff is highway robbery nowadays, but it's something towards something. Keep the lights on, so I'm sure this is for the electric. Okay, yes, $400 there. Never empty-handed. Okay, and this is a birthday gift. Okay, there you go. So a birthday gift fund, so you're prepared for any event and never caught slipping. That is, I like that, $750. Baddies need a new bag. Baddie needs a new bag. Okay, there you go. Okay, is this the purse fund? What you give us, girl? What you give us? Oh, okay. All right. Oh, no, this is our wardrobe. It's a wardrobe. So you can save a total of $600. But you know what? I feel like with everything here, if you want to, I know some people, because the Lord knows, my girl Trina, she loves to do rolling sage. You go, girl. But you can even use these little lines to save some extra money if you wanted to. All right, hobby shopper. No, hobby hopper. I'm sorry, y'all. Hobby hopper. All right, $600 towards hobbies. Okay. It's leaving the group chat. Oh, what is this? What is this? Oh my God. Okay, it's leaving the group chat because when your bestie drops, let's book a trip. Okay, all right. I see it. $1,200 towards that. Okay, that makes sense. It's like, hey, let's not leave it in the group chat, y'all. Let's go on and make it happen. All right, before pay. So this makes sense. So I guess this is a little bit of something you can save before your payday. And it's just sticking because it's new. So because when Beyonce announces a secret tour, those must-have sneakers drop, or the latest fashion collab sells out in minutes. You want to be ready without having to use Afterpay or Klarna. Amen, y'all. Amen. Y'all stop using Afterpay and using Klarna and all these other buy here, pay here type of services. Y'all stop. This stuff is going to trap us as we go through whatever reception that. Stop. Don't use that stuff. Save your money. All right. High boozy brunch funds. Okay. I understand this one here. Let's see. I'm liking this. I like this. So this is your brunch with your friends, bottomless mimosas. That's $400 there. Bag secured. What is this? Let's see, for classes, books. Okay, so that's cool. So for whatever, back to school shopping, certification programs. That's me, $1,200. Okay. And so then let me hold something. No, ain't nobody borrowing nothing up in here. Who gonna hold what? Let's see. Because when a cousin, sibling, or friend hits you with the, hey, can I borrow text, you want to help, but without dipping into your, you know what? Okay, you want to help. That's all I'm going to say. I'm good. Okay. Bank of Towers closed. I learned that years ago. And so this one, I just flipped that over. It says, what you bringing to the cookout? Okay. So what is this? Because whether it's the family reunion, Thanksgiving, or a random backyard barbecue, there's always an unspoken expectation that you'll bring something. So this is $300 extra just for if you want to do something with a group. I like this. I really like this. Now, I'm going to say this. I do know all of this is not pertaining to what I had said I want to save it for, but I still like the idea of what this is for. It doesn't matter for me what I'm using the money for, what it's going to be utilized towards. The fact for me is just being able to save the money and having it available. So I'm going to use this for that because you know what, grown folks ish. And I'm going to tell you, it really is. And you know what? Growing up is ghetto. And my whole year about to be ghetto here for a little bit. I like this. Look at that. That's really nice. That is really nice. Look at this. Adulting 1 star. Would not recommend. You know that. But it's okay. You got to grow up. You ain't a Toys R Us kid. So the only thing I can see is that when you start saving money, you're not going to be able to use this because as with a lot of these books, they just really expand. Probably after a certain amount, I will, of course it's going to go into the bank. But I really like this. So this is my savings challenge that I'm using for next year. This is what I purchased. This is my haul. I really love it. I like it. I have something else I wanted to show you guys, because I wanted to compare this to another book that I have. Now, do I think this was a little expensive? It was, but do I feel like it's worth it? It's reusable. And that's what I love about her stuff, is the quality, and it is reusable. All right, so with that said, my goal for 2026, my financial goal for 2026 is to be able to save a certain amount by the end of the year, utilizing the savings challenges, certain savings challenges that I have. So with that said, I did purchase this year. It was on a whim. It was a spontaneous buy. This is the Saving Butterfly. It's an entire year. Even though you only see 6 here, there are 2 months for each particular envelope. And so this saves up to about a little over $3,000. And this is what I will more than likely use. Once again, it's saving into the next year. So saving into 2027. So some of the things that I'm doing now, I'll still save for those particular types of things. I just want to utilize this to do it. I do appreciate that because I am learning that it is really benefiting me this year just to do that. I will still be utilizing this book as well, because there's no way I'm going to get through this book. I mean, look at this. She tells you can save up to $50,000 in challenges, with the challenges. And I know for the months, I'm only saving half of a month. And I'll come back and save the rest of the month next year. But like I said, this works as my in-house bank. So when I need to use some money, I just take it out of there, reimbursements or whatever. Because my other money that actually stays in my accounts and stuff, it's doing its own thing, working itself through. But this is the money that I'll be taking out and dividing out amongst sinking funds, more than likely for the year 2027. So we'll see how that goes. Another thing that I am going to utilize is I'm going back to utilizing my 100 envelope challenge. I saw that, I think it was Keisha's motivational journey and budgeting. She has a element savings challenge that I'm not sure if she purchased it or it was from somebody's website, their Ko-fi account, but I saw that and I was like, okay, I can do that. So what I decided to do for this book is to do the 100 envelope challenge, but I'm going to save it using the elements. So I was like, that's a good take on it, because just something different. And there's 103 elements. There's only 100 pockets here, but you know what? It's okay. I'll just redo 1, 2, and 3 again. So that's cool. and I'll just save 101, 102, 103. That's just what'll happen. So it'll be a little over the $5,000. So that is nice. That's the goal for this one. The other thing that I am going to do is, and my goal is to save at least like $200 to $300 a week. Okay. And that's where this is going to come in. I'm going to do my 52 Fridays again. I don't know if I am going to, I'm going to figure that out so that it fits into the scheme of what I want to save weekly. In addition to that, I am also going to be saving the mass in this. So each element has the number it is on the periodic table, and it also has its atomic mass. So I said that's going to be neat. So I'm going to be very scientific next year on how I'm saving my money. So I'm going to use these two guys in order to do that. So this one is going to be for the element number. This is going to be for the mass number. And the mass number, I am not going to save one of the mass numbers. Like if they're 300, 200 something, I'm not going to do that. I'll probably add all the numbers together and just save it in here. But it's a little bit of extra money. It's once again just utilizing what I purchased. You hear that? Because some of these things, I love this, is not going away. And saving my money. Also, this here, my poor babies, y'all, I had a talk with my daughter, and it looks like my granddaughter, her cheer's already paid for. She will not be doing cheer next year. She's actually going to go to swim. She really wants to do that with my grandson. And so I was like, ooh, yay, because it's cheaper. So we thought. But I will not be finishing this up, and the money that's in here, I'm going to take it and go ahead and give it to my daughter. Maybe I'm going to put it in the bank and save it till next year, because let me tell you what she did. I gave her the money in here, the money that was in here. It was $300 something for my grandkids to have a great and exceptional summer. And she says she is saving that money for they're going on vacation next year, spring break. And I am so not happy with her. But you know what? She the mama. And my grandkids are still going to have an exceptional summer. But TT wanted them to have an exceptional summer. But whatever, they're already spoiled. So I guess they can have a regular exceptional summer. But anywho. So I have that. The other thing that I'm going to do is there's another one, another 100 envelope challenge I'm going to do. So yes, I'm going to still do 4 100 envelope challenges. One's going to be a true 100 envelope challenge, while the other ones is going to be me just stuffing the money. So I am going to do, this one's going to be a little surprise. You'll find out about it, but I won't be doing a lot of this on air, well, on the camera. But I am going to not do my sarcastic savings. However, I'm going to do something different. So that's going to be fun. But it's still going to be called the litter box. So, and the savings that I'm going to be doing, like I said, it's not going to be a traditional 100 envelope challenge. I think that's what has helped me out this year that I really like, is I have not kept them at a traditional 100 envelope challenge. So like this one here, when I purchased this from My Girl Beauty, Jack over at My Girl Budgeting, you know, it's the 41 states, so I saved the number of, the 50 states, y'all, I'm sorry. And I saved the number here, and I did a roll and save, and the roll and save goes to the other side. So find a way, guys, to help yourself to utilize some of the stuff that you purchase. You don't have to do a true 100 envelope challenge. And I'm still saving money. I have 2 more months, and I should be done with this, and I'll have whatever money I'm gonna have for my vacation. This is all I get to use. So yeah, y'all, I'm not budgeting, but I'm going to the condo. So the condo, we already have, what is that called? We already have the housing. Well, I already have the housing, so I'm not worried about that. It's just gonna be transportation and any extras. Okay, so then, and I'm gonna take this off, but I'm gonna use this again next year. I'm gonna redo this one. So I like that. I'm happy I purchased that from her. So that's what I plan on doing. Let's see, I am going to, anything I don't get finished with the, with this Build-A-Bag challenge, I'm going to continue to work on that. The goal for Build-A-Bag was just to, this year, was to get it this year for next year, but you know, things change. The main goal is to save into this, save $300 a week between those 4 100 envelope challenges, and also into this. You'd be surprised, $300 can go a long way in all of that. Last but not least, so we're selling a house next year, right? And I purchased this a while ago because I actually purchased it for my mom. I wanted to buy my mom a house, but bless her heart. You know what? She got her own mind. She do what she want to do. So I am going to actually now start using this for myself. It is not going to be, it will not be actual funds in here. More than likely for me, I'm going to put prop money in here to, you know, let myself know what I have in the bank, because this is going to be a larger amount of savings. But this is a baddies and budgets as well, and it is your new home funds. Now this is going to be a very long-term saving. I want to do this over about 2 to 3 years. My goal is to, once everything is done, to buy a home. I don't want to purchase one right away. I am going to at least wait. I know in the apartment, I said I'm going to stay there like 2 to 3 years. So by the end of 3 years, I want to have enough for a down payment on a home. I'll be a lot more, I think I'll be a lot more solid at that time. And I'll know if I really do want to stay in Illinois or if I'm going to want to move about the country. And that will also determine like what type of home I'm going to buy. But we'll see. I'll see how it goes, because man, I'm telling y'all, I'm a little upset. I really wish I could buy stand out in this house, because it is the house that I wanted. I picked it. But you know what? I know a better one. Another one's going to come. But it's not that. It's the 4% interest rate. Oh my God. Because I know. Well, I'm not going to say I know. I don't know. We'll see what happens in 3 years. Not much good, I don't think. But I do feel like, you know, that 4% interest rate is not going to be there. I want to show you guys something with this. Hold on one moment. Let me grab something real quick. Okay, I'm back. I didn't find it because I think I already packed this away. Or packed it away. And what it is, if you remember this a couple of years ago when she had this new home funds binder, it came with, or if you bought the package, it came with a big old scratch off. And the scratch off, I think, was like $20,000 for a down payment. I think that's what it was. So that's part of what I was going to utilize to help stuff this amount, or stuff this particular this binder. So this is going to be a slow burn. Anything I get from the sale of the house is not going to be counted towards this. That's going to be extra. And so it has the trackers here. So I'm excited about doing this. I am excited about doing this. So it'll be very interesting to see what the future holds with that. Yes, I'm still going to live in the moment, because any of this can change at any moment in time. Any moment in time. However, you know, for the most part, I had to sit down and think about what I really wanted to do, how I wanted to do this. Long-term challenges are the best for me. My sinking funds, I'm still going to have, are the best for me to keep up. I won't be doing any of the other ones that I was doing, and I'm probably also going to get rid of my holiday one as well. Even though I had it, I'm just going to just save into the saving butterfly. I'm just going to save into the saving butterfly, and with saving into that, finishing up that $50,000 book, I think that is okay, because then what I will be doing is utilizing, you know, that money for my holidays and stuff. So that's okay. That way I don't have too many things out here. And then this one will help me out with going into 2027. So guys, yes, I hope you guys like this, like the walkthrough of this. That is my plan for 2026. That's my plan. I don't know how it's going to, if I'm going to be able to implement it, what's going to happen, but I sure am going to try. So do you have a plan already? Are you kind of getting your plan together for 2026? Or are you like, girl, I just need to get through 2025? I understand that too. Believe me, I understand that. This is really good quality. Very good quality. I like it, and it's reusable. So I'm not upset about that. So thank you, Jasmine. I love it. I love it. I love it. I can't wait to use it. And I probably will start sometime soon, because we're trying to sell that house next year. So it ain't going to wait till the beginning of the year to start. Either way, have you started planning for 2026? Let me know in the comments. And thank you for being here. I hope you liked what you saw. And also, you know, I want to thank all my subscribers. I haven't been doing that, and I want to apologize. I really do appreciate everybody that watches. I get about a regular 59 to 60 people, so I appreciate that. If you like this type of content, though, don't forget to comment below. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, turn those notification bells, guys, and I'm going to see you in my next video.